Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Geeked Out Nation as we go ahead and take a look into High School Musical, the series. This is season number 1, episode number 5, titled Homecoming. So, of course, reading the title to this next episode, we know that this is talking about the homecoming dance, most likely. Anyways, in the previous episode was a very emotional episode for our main character, Ricky, who was kind of going through it, man. He ended up coming home and seeing his mom was there, but it wasn't quite how he thought it was going to be, ladies and gentlemen. His mom came home, told them the news that it's actually over. She was there to pack up her things, and she's pretty much saying that she's leaving. And Ricky was so hurt, so confused by everything that he kind of just left. He left the house. He was at his friend's house, didn't quite feel right there, so he goes to Nini's house for a little bit, but wasn't really feeling it as well. Long story short, he was bouncing around everywhere to the point where it kind of affected him a little bit with showing up to the play, which they kind of spoke to him about that as well. They're like, hey, if you're going to commit, we need you to be here, la, la, la. Long story short, Ricky was going through a lot in the last episode. We also had Nini, going through what she was going through with her now. I'm pretty sure ex-boyfriend now at this point, right? They're broken up. They're no more together. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that they're not together no more. Long story short, Nini was just very upset about. I apologize. I got the name here. I didn't want to not know the name. EJ. I apologize. So she was just upset with EJ for going through her phone, not trusting her, and all the stuff he pretty much put her through. That's pretty much what the episode was, the last episode. So this next one is Homecoming. So this should be a feel-good kind of episode, maybe. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is High School Musical, the series. If you are a fan, feel free to leave the like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on our Patreon if you guys want early and unedited episodes. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Previously on High School Musical, right?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, I know this song. I think this was the Ryan and Sharpay, right? Sounds like the bop to the top one. I love that movie.
Which is strangely emotional, actually. But Miss Jenn says that's a life in the arts.
Come on, dude, I'm just saying, this is your chance.
The last thing I'm gonna do.
That's Big Red, right?
Need a homecoming
Got the name right here.
But she's single and ready to mingle.
Yeah, and I had to hear it from Ashlyn.
Anti-homecoming. I'm down.
I'm in.
That's a little creepy.
I believe a director's first job is to look out for the well-being of her cast. I'm losing my leading.
With who? Big Red. Okay, I'm taking Big Red to his first ever dance.
That's all right.
A year over here. Give me a ribbon. Forward. Throw it back. Who needs a girlfriend? Best friend with 2 left feet. He's bringing the mints. I'm bringing the moves. Oh boy. We're in this together.
I have a 10-year-old coupon for free sodas and nachos.
Oh, okay. You should have let off with that. Hell yeah.
Anyone?
Pardon me, you're not.
Oh my goodness, don't tell me.
Who's asking?
I did not expect this.
Just waiting for someone named Karen.
If it goes this
That's
way.
what she told me.
Ugh, isn't online dating the worst? Maybe he just hit traffic.
We live in Salt Lake City.
Come on, Seb. Seb, I think his name is.
Don't assume Seb stood you up. Maybe he was just in a farming accident.
Not helping.
Could you get me some punch, babe?
Sure, babe.
Yo, EJ has to be a fool, yo.
Hey, not to intrude on date night, but you can do better than EJ. That guy's bad news.
You're not exactly one to give relationship advice. And when I want your opinion, I'll ask.
Well, I'm giving it anyway, because I sort of thought you were classier than this.
Oh.
But hey, maybe you really are what people say you are.
That is...
Dude,
Just a little too ambitious for your own good, or anyone else's.
people are allowed to go out with whoever they want to go out with and be whoever they want to be.
All right, Big Rat.
Sorry, I've been
Okay.
falling asleep to Dr. Phil lately.
Can we just get out of here?
Now?
That was a little bit much, Gina. Come on now. I like Gina, but that was a bit much. All he wanted to know was what's going on.
I had a vague idea that Nini was gonna be with Kourtney, see me with...
Okay. Well, at least she explained herself.
What can I get you?
Something wet?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that was actually it.
What the?
Who you hang out with or don't hang out with isn't any of my business.
Why are you making it your business?
Good question. I don't know.
Dual crisis? Hey, step away from the phone.
Come on, this used to be our jam back in the day.
What song is this?
I can't do it.
Why?
Because it just hit me. The only reason I got the lead at school.
Okay, Carlos. Let's go, Carlos. Hey, this is awesome. Hey, he showed up. I hate getting messages like that.
Please come to
Ugh.
my office before the opening bell, first thing Monday morning. I've gotten some information that I'd like to discuss with you.
Try moving 5 schools in 7 years.
I did that. It sucks. Actually, 3. Throughout my whole high school career.
I should probably.
Yeah.
I like Gina. I think she's not bad. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes again. Oh, why do they do this to us? Why? I get so into the episode. I be having so much fun with it, and then, it's over. All right, though, ladies and gentlemen, that was our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 5, Homecoming. And let's just jump straight into it, man. I like Gina. I think Gina is an amazing character. I feel like she's absolutely misunderstood, and I used to be that, I used to be, literally at the start of my high school, going into high school and things like that. I went to like 3 different high schools throughout, because high school is like from 9 to 11. 9 to 12th grade. So each year I went to a different school, and I understand where she's coming from. It's one of those things where, like, I feel like you have to be in her shoes to understand, and I kind of have been in her shoes. It's rough to make friends. It absolutely is. And to hear her sit here and say, it's tough for me to make friends and open up to people, I understand and I get that, because I was that person. I absolutely get it. And, as I was watching this episode, one thing that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention that I really like about this show is that it's really an amazing show. Honestly, I love that they're so fearless with, telling the stories that they want to tell. Of course, with Carlos, Zeb, just everything in general. Ricky's family situation at home. I feel like it's so important, especially nowadays with a new generation of fans of the movie. It's important to have something like this. When I was growing up, of course, I grew up during the first, when the films came out, and it had a huge impact on my life. Honestly, it absolutely did. And I feel like this show for the generation now could absolutely have that same kind of impact. You know what I mean? By telling real original stories, telling stories about things that happen or actually, things that are believable. You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate what they did with this show. And I like it a lot, honestly. This show going into it, man, when I first got told the idea of watching this show for you guys, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of nervous, because I have the movies at such a high, like, pedestal where I'm like, nothing could top this. You know what I mean? Like, I love the movies so much. I can't even, during the time when those movies came out, Camp Rock, I believe, came out with the Jonas Brothers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was like, fuck this. I'm never going to give this show a chance. It comes nothing close to High School Musical, because I was such a High School Musical fan. Still am to this day. And I kind of felt the same way when I was going into the show. I was like, I don't know if I want to give this show a chance. You know, the movies did so much for me personally in my life because you could relate to a lot of the characters on the movie. You could do that here with the show, and they do it in such a great way that I'm a fan, honestly, of what they've done here. And I love how they turned it into their own thing. That was one of the other things that I was so worried about. And I think I mentioned it to you guys that I was worried about them not being able to make it feel like their own show. You know what I mean? They do that here. And I really like what I see here, and I really respect what they've done here. And much respect to Disney. Honestly, you know, I feel like this is like the old school Disney where they weren't afraid to talk about real problems or real issues and things like that. Like, I love the fact that they're doing that here in this show, and especially in this show, because again, I feel like the name of it alone, it just holds such a, I don't know, it's just a very impactful thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I really appreciate what they did with it. And honestly, I'm a fan of this show. I'm a fan of what they've done with it, and I can't wait to keep watching to see where they go from here. So moving forward, right? I like Gina. I could relate to where she's coming from, you know, being the new student, coming, you know, going to different schools each and every year, you know what I mean? And the struggle of all that, you know, and trying to, I can't even necessarily say trying to do anything, but just I see it, you know, and I respect what they've done here, honestly. So we're pretty much picking up right where we left off. Ricky's father's going through it, absolutely understandable. He just ended up divorcing his wife. Well, they're separated. I don't think they finalized anything quite yet, but you know, he's going through it. He's emotionally hurt, so it makes sense. Absolutely. Of course, we have Nini, who's still upset about what happened with EJ. Makes sense why she wouldn't want to go to the homecoming dance. And then we have Ricky, you know, trying to be there for his dad, you know, trying to make sure his dad is okay, which is kind of crazy because I thought it would have been the opposite. I thought Ricky's father was going to have to be the one to help Ricky out because we kind of seen how tough Ricky was handling the situation. And, you know, any kid would go through that, feeling like how Ricky felt, you know, not knowing what he could do to save his parents' relationship. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just feel like they found the formula with this show. And for me, it's hitting every point. It's hitting everything right on the money. And I really like what I'm seeing here, honestly. And I really appreciate and thank you guys so damn much for, you know, introducing this show to me. I mean, I've always known about this show, but if it wasn't for you guys asking, we go ahead and check it out, I probably would have never gave this show a chance. And, you know, because of you guys, I have to literally sit here and say thank you so much because I'm a fan, honestly. I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing here so much, and I can't wait to keep watching. You know, I can't wait to see the kids do a killer job at the end of the series. Well, I can't say series. I mean, I don't know how many seasons there are. Let me see. Can I actually see here? So there's 3 seasons. So, okay, so we got 3 seasons. So I can't wait to keep watching. I'm guessing the play is going to be sometime at the end of the year, at the end of this season, and I can't wait to see what they do, man. I can't wait to see them crush it and kill it, and hopefully they do, man. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of what I'm seeing here. I think everybody is terrific, actors included. Yeah, man, they're just so terrific. Honestly, I don't even know what else I could honestly say. Is there anything else worth noting? You know, Nini was just having a girls' night with her best friend. Makes sense, totally does. To skip out of homecoming, not upset with that. Miss Jenn tags along. That's cool. There's a little bit of an interaction between Miss Jenn and Ricky's father. We'll see how that goes. I don't think Ricky will be upset about that. Honestly, I do not think so. We had the karaoke moment, which I'm actually happy they did not do the whole singing at the, you know, when they were called up to do the karaoke thing. Sometimes I feel like sometimes when you have certain things like that happen in movies or TV shows, they could make it kind of corny and cheesy. I like that Nini and her friend went outside and kind of had a little moment to themselves of singing. The one thing I kind of did not like was the fact that if they're singing a song over here, why was it that this song was playing at the same exact time when the students were dancing at the homecoming? That's the only real negative that I have. I sometimes don't understand when shows do that because the odds and the chances of that all happening at the same time, at the same moment, and we're singing it all together. But it's a musical. You kind of have to let that I was gonna say shit, but you get it. You kind of have to let that shit go. You know what I mean? Because it's a musical, things like that happen. But that's the only real negative that I have to really say about it. I think everything that we seen here was just truly amazing. I can't wait to keep watching and just watch with you guys. Honestly, man, I'm having a great time watching this with you, and hopefully you guys are as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to leave the like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. How do you guys feel about what I said about this show being so, in my opinion, important for this generation? I think this show is a very important show for younger kids. You know, I think it has a message that you could sit here and you could learn from it, you know, and way to go to them, honestly. Way to go for Disney for doing this, and way to go for the creators for being able to do what they've been doing so far. So I really like this. Thank you guys once again. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of High School Musical, the musical, the series.